Today I'm going to show you how to mark your photos, videos, and virtual tours as private. So I first want to point out a rule that we have in our MLS rules and regulations, which is Article B 2.1, request for photo removal. So agents may mark their photos as private if they do not wish to have them sent out to IDX, publisher, and portal websites. These photos will remain visible to members of Cape Cod and Islands MLS, and the primary photo may not be hidden. Agents may not delete photos that were used to market the property in the MLS. In the case where a client requests the removal of photographs from the internet on a closed property listed in the MLS, staff will hide all photographs besides the primary photo. Staff will not delete any photographs from the MLS system. So the reason you would have to reach out to MLS staff on a closed listing is because once a listing is closed, you don't have the ability to edit that listing anymore. But if you have an active listing or a listing in another status, such as pending or something along those lines, you can come into your listing and edit the photos so that they're private or that they're private while off market. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So first you would go to menu and change listing. Then you would click on the address of your listing and go into the photos section. So you can either select photos individually by clicking on this checkbox at the top right of the photo, or you can say select all. Just note that this primary public photo will never be private. It does have to remain public. So you can either mark the additional photos as private, which will mark them private no matter what status they're in. But if you do mark private while off market, the photos will be public while they're in an on market status, such as active, but they'll switch over to private if you were to change it to an off market status, such as pending or closed. You can also come back in and mark the photos as public. But for right now, I'm going to go back and just mark them as private. So private photos, again, will stay on the listing, but they are not seen publicly. So you can also mark your videos and virtual tours as private as well. So we're going to return to the edit listing page and go into our videos and virtual tours section. So when you add a video, you have the option of keeping it public, changing it to private, or changing it to private while off market. And you'll see the same thing for adding a virtual tour as well. So now I'm going to jump over to the detail view of a listing. And we're going to go to the Photos tab so we can see what it's going to look like in the MLS. So if I were an agent looking at your listing, this is the primary photo, which again must remain public. But if I move over, you'll notice that up in the left-hand corner, this photo is private. So you can verify that the photos that you have marked private are showing as private. Should you have any questions on this training, please feel free to reach out to the MLS office. We can be reached at mlssupport@cciaor.com. Thank you.